Hi, Miss Clown, down at the Cape. And this is my room. And I'm sitting on the couch. I'm in jail now. And then there's like little binoculars. Look blurry there. Yes, I guess I can adjust them. It looks like this old toy out on the river. So I remember more stuff, bad stuff, obviously. Otherwise, I wouldn't be making this video. Maybe I would if it was positive. I don't know. So when I was two things happened. Almost all of my Bonnie VHSs got chewed up. And same goes for my Bob the Builder VHSs. And I do remember having all of the ones that were out at the time. So yeah, that was, maybe I cried a lot for hours, and I remember Mom did the same thing, and the same thing happened. She fixed all the VHSs, and but of course I couldn't play them anymore. And I remember Mom came downstairs and slapped me and told me to shut up and stop lying over Bob the Builder and stupid Bonnie the fucking dinosaur, she said. And she slapped me once before, high enough for it to qualify as for both things. Topics. Anyway, of course, I did the same thing like I did with the turtle VHS. I told if you do that, I'll forget my happy memories. And she says the happy memories are all in your head, not the VHS. You don't need VHS to remember your happy memories. I said, I do though. I do. I said, okay, I'm saying I'll do over again. And it's all happening while she threw it in the trash and threw it, and it was garbage day. Luckily, don't know how it was garbage day. And this was in the first Dover house, and so I cried. I kept on saying no one cares, and that doesn't care, Mom doesn't care, no one understands, no one ever will understand how much I love Brian Dinosaur and Bob the Builder. Because Mom said Dad knew. Mom said Dad's been complaining about you whining and crying over buying the dinosaur and Bob the Builder. She said Bob the fucking Builder, actually. And she also said AJ was complaining too. So later that night, I cried myself to sleep, saying those words to myself that no one cares over and over again, crying myself to sleep. And Dad, of course, was wondering who was I talking to. I said no one. And I'm trying to remember what was the other bad thing. When I was 6 months old, remember my eye came out, and because Vinny knocked me out of Mom's hand, Mom's arms, I mean, and my eye came out, and with this all been while the movie The Exorcist director's cut was playing. So anyway, after Vinny left, Mom put my eye back in while giving me root beer and putting on movies. And she put the left eye back in, and she put the left eye back in, and then sometime during RoboCop 2, my eyeball came out again, the same one. Don't know how. I mean, I was just drinking the root beer and enjoying RoboCop 2, and it was A&W root beer cans. Yeah, so anyway, my eyeball came out, my left one again. So my left eyeball came out twice that day, not once. And Mom put it back in. Yeah, I remember she put it back in when the first time for Evil Dead 2, but put it back in the second time after popping Evil Dead 2 on and popping RoboCop 2 in the VHS player. And so this was 2 hours later after putting the first Evil Dead in the VHS player, Evil Dead 2, and we were like 31 minutes in the film. That might be less than 2 hours. But anyway, I just know it was a while, and then when we were 16 minutes in the RoboCop 2 VHS movie, my eye came out, and Mom put it back in. She remembered how to do it. I was sitting on the table counter, and watching the movie with Mommy. Oh, I just remembered something. So the movie that I told Mom that she had to bring me upstairs to put the Band-Aid on my forehead, that movie that was Evil Dead 2, that I told her I want to watch the rest of the movie, I did got to watch the rest of that movie. Hey. So, yeah, that's all I got to remember. And I feel better now talking about this. This has really been a lot of serious help for me. And I really appreciate you watching me talking about my problems. Something boring like that. Did I tell you I often think of myself as boring? I do. I always have for some reason. Don't know why. And I'm talking about from all ages. Since birth, I have thought myself boring for some reason. Do you think of yourself boring, Miss Claire? I just didn't know if that's... is that like for everyone? Do they think of themselves boring for some reason, but they don't know why? Is that a normal thing, or is that part of depression? I don't know. Wow, I feel so much anxiety disappearing from my chest, going away. It feels incredible, Miss Claire. And hi, Miss James. I hope you're watching this too. And hi, Miss Karen. And hi, Mr. Sorry, it's hard to think. What's all this? Mr. Pazik. So I had to think with all this anxiety coming out of me for a time where I first had to think and remember things. Does that ever happen to you, Mr. Pazik? You remember things and anxiety goes away, but it's high thinking. You can only just think of solving the problem, of fixing you and making a better person. So because you know you'll be better for that. Bye.